Good morning, everybody. I'm so glad Steven Jackson's been shooting down these reports about LeBron James and coming out in his defense. And again, I appreciate Captain Jack because he has always been objective about LeBron, and he's straight up and down the middle. LeBron's my favorite player, so that's my guy. But I always appreciate objective journalism. Okay, if you've been objective, and okay, I can agree with some of the things you may say about LeBron, even though that's my boy. I can agree with you. I don't like everything that he does, and I won't defend everything that he does. But if you're objective, and it's not always bad reporting concerning him, I'm cool with it. It is what it is. Anyway, it's just becoming just fake reports just coming out about him. Every way you turn, fake news just dropping about him. Now it's reported that Doc Rivers don't want to be the Lakers coach, and he shot it down because LeBron don't want to be coach, and LeBron won't listen to him, and all this type of stuff, and basically saying that Doc Rivers don't want to deal with that. Let me tell y'all one thing right now. If LeBron James were to come to the Los Angeles Clippers, Doc Rivers would welcome him with open arms. Doc would welcome him with open arms, especially after all those blunders and never failing to make a conference, making a NBA Finals with all that talent Doc had. Doc would surely welcome LeBron James, no matter what the reports are. If he would have come to the Clippers today, he would do that. But now, what it is I seeing all these negative headlines about LeBron, all these comments on social media, all within these YouTube channels. Fans are bad, like they are adding on. They acting like they hate LeBron James, like LeBron stole a wife, like LeBron stole money from them, like LeBron sleeping with their girlfriend or whatever. Like, for real, it's getting ridiculous now. And I know what this is. And even like the reporters are backing it up now, and they're like, oh, they finally being objective. No, it's jump on LeBron time now. And listen, if you got a clear mind, you see it. If you're not a LeBron hater, you see it. Now people just making up reports to bring out about him. Why? Because they're trying to tear LeBron down to make way for a new face of the league. They're trying to make way for a new face of the league. And they're trying to strip him of whatever political power, or, he speaks about politics, or if he speaks about social issues. They really trying to all right, now, you doing too much. Because they was cool with it as long as he kept things surface level. As long as he kept it surface level, he didn't dive in too deep. He didn't say anything that was kind of controversial. But now, as you see on his social media, he's being more open to dialogue. He's discussing things in a more courageous way. And he's not worried about the consequences as much anymore like he used to be. He used to be concerned with people liking him, and I said that before. Now, he cares less. Him being with Rich Paul, them boys have reached a certain level of prominence, and they have a certain type of confidence in themselves where they're going to say how they feel, and they're not going to let people strip them of whatever the voice that they have. Now, I'm going to be real with y'all, too. LeBron ain't even saying everything he really, really want to say. Right now, on the show, he's being 75%. He's being 75% forthcoming about the things that he really wants to talk about, right? But that 75% is more than what people want him to be like. They got a problem with that. When he was on social media talking about all these social justice issues and speaking out for the black woman, and always saying how he would always big up the black woman, not women in general, but the black woman. And you got people that would come in this comment section, that's racist. Why can't it be all women? He would always say things like black excellence, hashtag black excellence. This is an example of black excellence. You got people saying stuff like, why can't it be excellence for all? Why just black people? And again, I always say this. They know what time it is. LeBron says that because he knows that his people are extremely marginalized, and certain things aren't expected of his people that are expected of other people. So when he sees an example of black men or black women being successful, overcoming circumstances, giving back to their communities, and rising above all challenges, he will big up that in support. And he will openly and confidently, talk about how that's what it means for black people. When he says things meant so much for a young black man coming from Akron, Ohio, and they like, why couldn't it be for all men? Because there were certain circumstances that were in the black neighborhoods, certain resources that we lacked that severely put us at a disadvantage. And no matter what, we still rose above it all. when Stephen A. Smith, and I don't agree with everything Stephen A. says, but when Stephen A. talks about how Rich Paul is a black man who has made himself a prominent figure in the sports world and sports agency, in the sports agency world, and has become a boss on so many levels, and that's important. You know, as a black man, he did it. And people always say, why I got to be as a black man? And again, because Rich Paul is from Akron, Ohio as well, and rose above all the statistics that said he would be something other than a sports agent, something other than a prime, like a business mogul at this point. You know, him, Rich Paul, Maverick Carter, these guys are an example of excellence. And LeBron's circle is being filled with bosses, and they running things sharply, very sharply. And they're being shrewd businessmen, and they're coming straight forward on their goals. They're attacking their goals head on, and they don't care what nobody has to say. He's going to speak his mind and speak his piece. And again, listen, I'm saying LeBron is only being 75% forthcoming about the things. When he retires, the NBA going to be in for a rude awakening. Rude awakening. But you know, it's people that don't like LeBron being so forthcoming. Like, okay, you're going too far with this black stuff. You're going too far with this pro-black stuff. And they looking at him funny and saying, all right, it's time to stop that. All right, it's going too far, LeBron. You know, you're doing too much on this show. Yeah, you cut that out. And they don't like that. So they're trying to usher him out, like in the best way. And what leaves room to do that is when he's getting injured, because people can use that and say, oh, he's falling off. Father Time is catching up with him. So it's making it easy for him to be attacked now. Also, due to the fact that he wasn't playing the strong defense that we've seen him play in his younger years. So it gives credence for them to attack him, to say, okay, we're attacking him because we've seen him sit at the end of the bench. They're trying to find things that other players have done that they don't attack other players for. And again, I haven't agreed with everything LeBron has done during the season. I feel like, yes, at times he could have been a better leader. Yes, at times he could have handled things a different way. Yes, at times he could have played much better defense. Yes, LeBron's defense it's not been good at all this year. It's not been good at all. And he can improve on that. But you got people attacking things off the court about him as well, his character. You've never heard teammates come out and say anything bad about LeBron. All these teammates he's had, guys that he's been on the team with, guys he's put in position of power, guys he's gotten big contracts, J.R. Smith, Tristan Thompson, Boobie Gibson, guys he's gotten rings and helps getting championships, you know, and they never come forward and say anything bad about him, no matter how much time you hear about LeBron being a bad teammate. You never hear a teammate being forthcoming and saying he's a bad guy. You never hear that. But the media reports that he's this terrible guy, and that, well, I'm not going to say the media, that's a generalized term. You hear individuals on these broadcast media networks, these sports networks, attack him vigorously. And now, like I said, everybody is jumping on the bandwagon, adding fuel to the fire, and now he's looking like the ultimate bad guy, man. It's crazy, y'all. But I appreciate Stephen Jackson for speaking up for him and coming out guns a-blazing and not letting people ride on him. You know, when you know this is a good dude, and people trying to tear him down step by step, trying to get him out of here, prepare for Zion Williamson, because LeBron doing too much damn talking. They feel like he's doing too much talking on these shows, and they don't like that at all. They don't like that at all. They not with it. So they're like, okay, you doing all this talking on these shows, this is shopping, all this, too vocal. Hey, it's time to get you up out of here. It's time to bring you down a notch. So that's what they doing, and I don't like it at all. I ain't having that. That's my opinion. Peace.